Shabbat Shalom. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. 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 עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל 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 חי. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי, חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. So here it is. It is the Shabbat of Israel turning 70 years old. And when you think about it, wow, 70. That's awesome. Talmud says, 8 days, one is entered into the covenant. 13, they become bar bat mitzvah. They, in part of the majority. Then around, 20, they get married. Don't get any thoughts on that one. And of course, 40 full of wisdom. You could start having thoughts on that one. And then, 70 is, a full life. I like to think that there's a lot more past 70, right? Yes, there you go. Absolutely. But, when we think about it, Israel turning 70 years old, really Israel's a lot older than that. I mean, we're talking, over 5,000 years old of wonderful tradition and wonderful connections and so forth. But 70 as a modern state of it within our modern lives. So tonight we're going to celebrate that, but we're also going to celebrate as a young man is going to become bar mitzvah. Max, are you ready for this? No. Okay, we're out of here. Shabbat Shalom. He's ready for it. He just doesn't want to acknowledge it. It's all good. You've got this, kiddo. You totally do. And how awesome it is when one becomes bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah at 13 years old. It is this beautiful opportunity of being able to have them stand before us and to say, hey, I count, I matter, I'm important. Will you believe that? Do you believe that you count and that you matter and that you're important? Okay, cool. All right, so with that, I want to invite our bar mitzvah, Max, along with his parents, Andrea and Keith, and AJ, his brother. Come on up. We're going to light our Shabbat candles. We're going to welcome Shabbat with some sweetness. We're going to turn to page 2 in our prayer books. They're right in front of you. The prayer books are there right in front of you. Those of you who are streaming into services, Shabbat Shalom. We're glad you're streaming in as well. And so with that, so Max, I'm going to be your be your candle lighter. Okay, there you go. So now go ahead and you move my hand. So just move my hand to light those candles. There you go. Whoop. Fantastic. All right, let's go over to the next one. Beautiful. All right, AJ, blow it out. Awesome, thank you. And let us all join together with this blessing on page 2. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. So we turn to page 5. Max, will you please lead us in the Kiddush?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava uvratzohi nehilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yon tehila, limikrayim kodesh, zecher litzi yitzmirayim.
Kivanu b'charta, v'yatanu kidashta, mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu. Lift it up. Baruch atah. Lift it up, lift it up. Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. Now drink from the sweetness of the cup, my friend. There you go. AJ, there you go. He's going to share with you. What an awesome brother. There you go. There you are. Fantastic. And this is what I love, is that you're excited about the sweetness of this amazing Shabbat. And we are very excited for you as well, and to celebrate tomorrow, 10:30, our services here. And now are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Mazel tov, Max. Mazel tov. Yeah. There you go. All right. So how beautiful is this day as we turn to page 6. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. And so all of us who have entered into this wonderful sacred space, I want you to take a moment, turn around to those who are near you, behind you, sideways, wherever. Say Shabbat Shalom to one another. Introduce yourselves to one another. How beautiful is this day of Shabbat Shalom. We turn to page 10, Ma Yafeh Hayom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma Yafeh Hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, היום, מה יפה היום, שבת שלום, מה יפה היום, שבת שלום, שבת, שבת שלום, Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Well, as we say, how beautiful is this day of Shabbat, how beautiful also for us to be able to welcome the Shabbat angels to come in and to join us. I just was, about a week and a half ago, I was in Israel standing there on the cliffs, on the hills, the mountainside of Tzfat. And it was there this wonderful tradition emerged of going and welcoming the Shabbat angels. To welcome Shabbat, all of the people would go out there and they would welcome Shabbat wearing white. This whole idea of a new week and newness and something so different. And say, oh, Shabbat angels, please come in. Come and join us and allow us to celebrate Shabbat. Allow us to take that neshama yetera, that extra soul that God gives to us, to not only be able to rest and feel refreshed with Shabbat, but to have the energy to be able to spend it with family and friends. So Shalom Aleichem, please join me, page 24. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Page 26, Chatzi Kaddish. Yitkadav yitkadash meraba, bi'alma divrach yirtev yamlich machutei, bechayechon uvyomechon, uvchayetecho beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, vimaru, amen. Yehesh meraba mevorach, leholam olam mehomaya, yitbarach, yitbarach v'ishtabach, vitpa'ar, vitromam, vitnaseh, vitadar, vitalel, vitalal, shemei dekudesha brechu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma, vimaru, amen. We rise now for Baruch Hu, page 28. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 we turn to page 31, this is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Page 32 in the middle. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vahed. Please be seated. As we turn to page 36, we continue with Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lavavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lechtecha v'derech u'shochbecha uv'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'tem kedoshim lelohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem lelohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Page 39 at the top. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Page 40. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la la, ya la ya la 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 la, ya la ya la la, ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedaba kodesh nora tehila oseh pele, nora tehilo oseh pele. Malchutecha ra'u banecha We continue at the top of page 43. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up, waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'akol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 44. Ve'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. As we prepare ourselves for the Amidah, I'd like to ask the help of any of our kids who'd like to come up and help me open the ark doors. Come on up. Any of the kids who want to come open the ark doors, come on with. I don't bite often, maybe just a little. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Okay, that'll work. You want to come up? Would you like to come up? Yeah, come on. Oh, yes, come on, guys. In the middle? Yeah, come on. Lucas, you want to come up with us? No? No problem. You want to? Okay. All right. Fantastic. So, okay, now you guys, I'm going to teach you this wonderful trick. Do you know how you get everybody to stand up at a congregation? You tell them to stand up? That helps too. But also put your hands out like this. He is wise. I like him. This is good. Okay, now you ready? Okay, go like this. Watch what happens. Whoa. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Why do you think I like what I do? Now let's go open the ark doors. It's pretty amazing. Come open the ark doors. Come on up. Come on. Let's go. Open up the ark. There you go. Both sides. Both sides. There is, but there's also 5 Torah scrolls. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Perfect. Now come stand right here in the middle with me. All right. Okay, here's what we're going to do. There are 6 words here. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Those words mean, God, please open up my lips that I may declare your praise. Now, we've all been, just so you guys know, we all have been in like this week, right? You've been at school all week? No? No? You got to skip today. You're on vacation. That's pretty awesome. But you've had a lot of stuff to do. Well, you know what? We're gonna go from like the regular week. Okay, so we're gonna step out of the regular week. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna step into moments of holiness and special times. So we're gonna go back 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna do that with the 6 words that we're gonna do. So here you go. You ready? Adonai sefata tiftach ufi Vahagita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'Neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah, Rav lehoshia, Morid hatal, Mechaker chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofeh cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, lishenei afar, micha mocha bal gevurot, umido melach, melech memir tu mechaye, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'neheman ata lachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. Blessed is the Eternal One, the Holy God. You guys go ahead and close the ark doors once again for me. Got it? Mm-hmm. Nice and slow. Here we go. Let that one go ahead of the other one. Perfect. Hang on. There you go. Go ahead. Perfect. Awesome. There you go. Don't have to push too hard. Awesome. Now, hang on. They're still standing. Okay. Can you guess how we should have them be seated? Exactly. So hands up high, and then just one fell swoop. Very nice. Congratulations. You've just passed your first test of becoming rabbis. There you are. I am kidding. Here, let's go back. We'll go back down to our seats. Thanks, guys. May the force be with you. I like that. Absolutely. Well, you know this one, right? Live long and prosper. Who'd that come from? Star Trek. Exactly. Leonard Nimoy, right? No. Let him tell me. What? Yeah, very cool. So you know that Leonard Nimoy was Jewish. He was a Kohen. So that's how he got this. There you go. Now you do. Not a problem. We'll work on that. So with that, let us turn to page 55 as we continue in our Amidah. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, We look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yir'ah na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hato shimcha u'cha na'eh lehodot. As we continue on page 60, Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech Adon, lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael. Bechol עת ובחושב בשלומך. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. And it is with this blessing of peace, this prayer of peace and gesundheit, but you know, my grandmother always taught me, when you sneeze on the truth. And it is with that that we hope that absolutely, shalom, peace. Peace will be true always, today, and for all people and throughout the world. But we also take this moment, too, to offer up blessings of healing of mind, body, and spirit, as we turn to page 253 for our Misha Berach, a prayer for healing. As we think about all of those of our family, our friends within our community, who are in need of healing, who are in need of finding that place of their mind, their body, and their spirit. Misha berach avotenu v'imotenu Avraham, Yitzchak, v'Yaakov, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, v'Leah. Hu yivarech et hacholim. I invite you, as I face in your direction, to please share those names of anyone who that you know of is in need of healing, or also be able to hear the prayer within the heart as well, the names within the heart. Now, we don't always see people behind us. That's okay. As I pass over you there with, as I reach and look out at you, feel free to call out the names. It's okay if they lay over one another. So please share names right now. Karen, Marco, Doris, Buckman, Rita Zupnik, Steve Friedman, continue to help. May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and for their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send all of them, all of those who are in need of healing, complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us say, Amen. We take a few moments now for silent meditation to listen to that prayer within our hearts. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, V'goali, V'goali. Israel at 70. 70 years ago, 1948, Ben-Gurion sat in a room that we call Independence Hall. But it wasn't Independence Hall. It actually was a room in an art museum. That was actually, even before that, it was the first home in Tel Aviv. Now, in the late 1800s, a small group of families came to Tel Aviv, which wasn't called Tel Aviv yet. They came to this patch of land right there on the Mediterranean. All that it was the Mediterranean Sea and the sand. And they bought these plots of land, and they said, this is where we will build the Jewish homeland. Starting off as a vision from Theodor Herzl and the First Zionist Congress. Now, Theodor Herzl, he this wasn't his goal that he set out with in life. He never dreamt as a young child or as a young adult that he would become the father of a great nation, that he would become the one who would have the vision of bringing forth the modern state of Israel. No, Theodor Herzl, he was a reporter. He was a reporter who happened to be at the trial of Alfred Dreyfus, a French soldier, a French soldier who actually was up in ranks, a captain, who happened to be, by the way, framed for being a spy. Within the office, it was said that somebody had been selling secrets about the French army, and papers happened to be found in his trash can. And so they said it was Alfred Dreyfus. It was his fault, this Jew, who sold those secrets to the enemy. Alfred Dreyfus was put onto trial with very little defense and found guilty. But was he actually guilty? Didn't matter at the moment, because there was Theodor Herzl covering this case as he watched this once proud man stand in the courtyard, be stripped of his rank, his sword taken out, broken on the knee, the greatest humiliation ever possible for a soldier. And Theodor Herzl knew something wasn't right. And it didn't come out until later, after Alfred Dreyfus had spent time on Devil's Island. It didn't come out until later when they found out he was actually innocent and had been framed. Theodor Herzl said, we have to do something about this. We have to make a change. There is anti-Semitism within our world. This is in the 1800s. There is anti-Semitism, and the Jewish people need to have their own land. They need a place that they can go, a place where they can escape anti-Semitism, where they can be free. So he gathered together great Jewish leaders from around the world for the Zionist Congress, and they declared, we have to do this. We have to make this happen. However, it wouldn't be for another over 40 years until that dream would be realized. But that dream was realized on the coattails of an unfortunate circumstances of the Holocaust. But the dream came true. So within this house in Tel Aviv, a small little house that then got built on because the husband's wife, of blessed memory, she loved art. He gave this house to the people and said, turn it into an art museum. And so they turned this beautiful house into an art museum, and it was the perfect place to set the scene. David Ben-Gurion goes ahead and sends out invitations to people to say, I want you to come at this point now. The United Nations have already voted that yes, the Jewish people should have their own homeland. They voted on this, and so now it is time to make this a reality, which, by the way, many people said to the Jewish people who are going around trying to gain support, financial backing, etc., listen, maybe you should wait. That's great. The United Nations went ahead and gave you this permission, gave you this vote. That should be enough. The British are just now leaving. Maybe you should wait, take some time, because, there are people who don't totally agree with you. And it could be dangerous if you declare independence. Golda Meir was one of those people who came here to America, and they said to her, Golda, we want you to go. We need you to raise some money. She raised 3 times the amount of money that they actually asked her to bring back. And during those conversations when they said, Golda, have some patience. Don't declare independence yet. We're worried if you declare independence just as the British are getting ready to leave, that the armies, the Arab armies will come, they will attack you, they will destroy you, and that will be the end. And what kind of independence is that? Golda looked these leaders in the eye and said, I'm sorry. For 3,000 years, the Jewish people have been patient. We're done being patient. And she went back with the funds that she raised, along with other great leaders, went back to Israel with that support. And they all gathered together in this art museum. Invitations were sent out to dignitaries, and on the invitations it said, shh, don't tell anybody about this. We're going to have a very special announcement and ceremony, but shh. Keep it quiet. That's all well and good until somebody goes and tells their mother, right? Mom, don't say anything. Yeah, right. They called the caterers because they needed chairs. They brought in over 200 chairs to fill the space. They needed to also then have microphones to be able to broadcast what they were doing. And when they went to rent those microphones, they went to one of the companies and they said, we need to borrow your microphones. This is a really exciting time. And the company said, we'll be happy to let you borrow it. However, on the microphone, you need to put our initials, YZZ. It was the first online advertising. Sometimes I look at the microphone going, what is that? That's what it was. It was the company's name. Well, people started to hear what was happening, and so they are gathering outside this small little art museum in Tel Aviv. David Ben-Gurion gets up to the microphone, and he pulls out a piece of parchment, a long piece of parchment. This piece of parchment is going to contain the Declaration of Independence. However, what's really interesting about this that people did not know at that time was that what he was holding up, this Declaration of Independence, which, by the way, did I forget to mention? They had literally just finished the edits on it a few minutes beforehand. And it needed to be handwritten. It was not going to be handwritten that fast. So the secret of that day was that Ben-Gurion, while he was holding up a big piece of parchment that you thought he was reading from, it was not the Declaration of Independence. He held instead a whole bunch of papers in front of the parchment that he was actually reading from. Later, that piece of parchment would then be inscribed with the Declaration of Independence. And in that Declaration of Independence, he said, Israel is the natural right of the Jewish people to be masters of their own fate, like all other nations in their own sovereign state. And he continues to read. Rabbi Gilad Kariv reminds us that there were goals with this Declaration of Independence. The ingathering of the Jews who sought refuge from their countries that were oppressing them. Fulfillment in a land holy to our people. Renewed by technological, medical, and economic achievements. Upholding full social and political equality of all of its citizens, no matter what their race, their creed, or their gender, and working toward religious equality between all Jews. The state of Israel was established just 3 years post the Holocaust. Yet even now, 70 years later, we understand that the significance, the solidification of this independent and thriving state with a society that serves as a great example unto others. And it fulfills that prophetic voice and the values of the Jewish tradition, as is all expressed within the Declaration of Independence. It is a complex process. And 70 years later, it is still a complex process. Israel may be 70 years old, but it is still 70 years young. It is a process that is in progress, and we need now to have patience. While in the area of progress there are moments of difficulty and challenge, optimism is also critical, is very critical for our progress. And supporting friends and family, and especially within the land of Israel, all of us connecting to it is crucial. So we haven't completed the task yet. Yes, the state of Israel has declared independence, but the work is not yet done. The generation who started this wonderful modern state of Israel had to build a country. They revived a dead language, the language of Hebrew. They decided that that would become the language of the people. They went ahead and they started to learn it and to teach it. And then they learned that they also need to create a governing body, the Knesset, which in itself also is challenging as in any modern government. They need to protect its borders. They need to develop and their economy and care for the refugees. Those were the initial values of the state of Israel. And today, those are still the values, and that is still the work that needs to be done. Today's generation continues on these tasks and continue to strengthen Israel's democratic values, striving for peace, narrowing social gaps, repairing Jewish and Arab relations, and nurturing a Jewish pluralistic culture. For the first time, there is a strategic window where egalitarian Judaism, progressive Judaism, can have a future in the state of Israel. We brought Reform Judaism, progressive Judaism, to the state of Israel, to a place where people at first only thought there was only one way to be Jewish, but instead discovering diverse ways as well, diverse ways of being able to observe that wonderful continuum from the letter of the law to the spirit of the law and everything in between. Judaism has become so accessible to so many now in Israel. The progressive movement has grown and continues to grow. Families are discovering that they can stand with their sons or their daughters as they read from Torah and become bar and bat mitzvah. That they can stand together, that they can pray together and lift up their voices together. So Psalm 126 became the foundation of the Israeli national anthem, Hatikvah. Now this tune, the tune, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, is one that isn't only 70 years old. It's one that's been around for quite a while. In fact, as I stood in Yad Vashem, and you see, Yad Vashem is the Holocaust Memorial Museum in Jerusalem. And the first thing that you see is a wall of all of these amazing pictures of Eastern Europe. And it is in there that you hear that tune. And these children back in the 1800s singing Hatikvah, slightly different words, but that tune. La da 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 da. So Psalm 126 being the foundation starts off with, when God brought back those that returned to Zion, we were like dreamers. And then it concludes, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Though one goes on their way weeping who bears the measure of seed, they shall come home with joy, bearing the sheaves. The establishment of Israel requires us to learn how to sow and reap, and also know that there will be moments between tears of sorrow and tears of joy. There is a lot of work yet to be done, but at the same time we have to acknowledge and we have to celebrate that what we've accomplished is truly great and is truly a blessing. That this is true in all of our lives. There are moments of tears and there are of sorrow and also tears of joy. That there is always work to be done within our lives and within our world, but that we should always give thanks for our blessings, and especially at this time and always. Give thanks for Eretz Yisrael, the land of Israel, for its people and know, even from many, many miles away, we are connected to Eretz Yisrael. It is a part of us. It is our land. It is our country. We stand for it, we fight for it, and we argue with it as well. But may it always be a blessing. And may it always, and all of the people of Israel, in the land and throughout, always live today and forever. And let us say, Amen. I invite you to please join me turning to page 374. And just as those who then heard David Ben-Gurion conclude the Declaration of Independence, on the second floor of that house, of that museum, nobody knew this, but there waiting for him to conclude was the Israeli Philharmonic. They're not here. Don't get excited. But the Israeli Philharmonic was there waiting. And when he concluded, he said, "Will everyone please rise?" And together they sang, along with thousands in the street, these words of Hatikva. Please rise, please join me as we face the flag of Israel. Kol od balevav penima, nefesh Yehudi homiya, ufate mizrach kadima, ayin letzion Sophia. Hatikva bat shnot apayim, liotam choshi behatzenu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim, liotam choshi behatzenu, Eretz Zion, Yerushalayim. As we remain standing now, we continue with Aleinu L'Shabeach, page 282. Aleinu L'Shabeach Ladon HaKol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגר עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. We remain standing as our thoughts turn to those who are no longer with us. Yet truly their memories are a blessing today and always. We remember those who have recently departed from our congregational family, Mark Francis and Cecil Chako. We also remember those whose yahrzeits we recall on this Shabbat and during this coming week. Helen Bear, Hessie Bear, Ida Barnett, Jack Beckenstein, Toby Cohen, Issy Eidelman, Lou Enton, Harry Eifeld, Samuel Gerber, Morris Givant, Rose Goldberg, Blanche Goodman, Bernard Gotterer, Carol Grouse, Marvin Halpern, Harold Herskowitz, Lee Holloway, Jake Kleiner, Samuel Clavat, Richard Marshall, Doris Michael, Leela Bean Miller, Aaron Newman, Fanny Newman Rosenbaum, Faye Perrell, Elsa H. Reed, Sally Schneider, Helen Sherman, Jenny D. Silk, Herman Solomon, Melville Tucker, Matilda Zaquin. We also remember today those 13 young people who were killed in Columbine, Colorado, those who died at the hands of guns, and we remember all of those whose lives are so tragically taken through gun violence, through violence in our world. If you are here and saying Kaddish for a loved one whose name I have not called, if you are in Shiva, Shloshim, or Shana, I invite you as I face in your direction, please share their names with us. For all of them, and for all those who have given their lives al Kiddush Hashem for the sanctification of God's holy name, and for all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them, we join together, page 294, Kaddish Yatom, our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam olomei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say together, amen. Before we conclude, so in fact, Max, will you do me a favor? There's a challah right over there. Bring it over to me. Come on up here while I do a couple of things. Letting everybody know we have Torah study tomorrow morning at 9:15 in the boardroom. Max, if you're not doing anything tomorrow morning, you want to come to Torah study, I know you know a lot about it. Tazria Metzora. Leprosy, skin disease, yes. All right. Wait, go back here. All right, so we have that going on. We also have, coming up lots of things that are in our bulletin, but especially we have the Maccabi Games coming here to Orange County, and which means we are going to have teenagers from all over the country, some from Buenos Aires, some from Israel, some from Canada. Canada, eh? And we are in desperate need of housing. Even if you have no children of your own, but you like kids or tolerate them, go for it. Please, if you can be a host family, all it requires is feed them breakfast, 2 dinners, and drive them down to the JCC in the morning and pick them up late at night. And it's an amazing week of just a lot of great activities. It's happening in August. So information about that is in our bulletins, along with all sorts of other great things, including Rabbi Danell and Wendy Bakarski are going to be here in a couple of weeks. Next Shabbat, we celebrate our brotherhood. So Brotherhood Shabbat, we hope you will join us for that. And can you think of anything else we should tell them? No? Okay. Thought I'd check. All right, wait. Should we do the blessing for bread? Motzi? I think this, is it raisins or is it going to be chocolate chips? I don't know. We'll find out. You ready? Grab a hold. Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Okay, pull off a piece. There you go. Go for it. Ooh, it's looking like it could be chocolate chip. There you go. Fantastic. So Keith, put down that book, please. Because you know, our blessings come. Do not try this at home. Well, up to you guys. Our blessings come not only from our hands, but also from God on high. There you go. Perfect. Now you can go share that. Now you can go back down. Or you can stay up here. I don't know. So with that, we wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. I invite you to put your arms around somebody next to you. Even if you don't know them, that's okay. It's a good opportunity to say hello and get to know somebody as we join together. Oh, say Shalom. Oh, say Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.